Girl, the streets are screaming. Word is, the feds just accidentally dropped a bombshell in their evidence dump from Diddy's ongoing investigation, and baby, it's about to get messy. Allegedly, a video surfaced. And not just any video. It supposedly shows none other than Beyoncé in an intimate moment with Pimp C. Yes, that Pimp C, the southern rap legend who passed away under suspicious circumstances back in 2007. So now the questions are flying. Why was Beyoncé even in a video with Pimp? How old is the footage? And more importantly, how did Diddy end up with it? Allegedly, the footage is way more disturbing than people were prepared for. Industry insiders are whispering that it's explosive enough to shake up Beyoncé and Jay-Z's carefully curated image and possibly reopen old questions about Pimp C's mysterious death. Here's where it gets even wilder. Rumors say that before he died, Pimp C had threatened to release the video himself. That's when certain people allegedly stepped in to shut it down. There's even talk that Jay-Z and Prince were working behind the scenes to retrieve the footage before it could cause damage. If you believe the whispers, this wasn't just about avoiding scandal, it was full-blown damage control. Now, remember, Pimp C and Jay-Z weren't exactly besties. Sure, they collaborated on big pimping, but the tension between them behind the scenes was real. Pimp C was never shy about calling out what he saw as industry exploitation and corruption. He had a rep for putting people on blast, claiming he had dirt on major figures, and warning that too many artists were being used and discarded by the powers that be. He spoke up loudly and often. In interviews, he warned about gatekeepers, shady contracts, and a toxic system built to protect the elite. And let's be honest, when people like that suddenly die, especially under weird, unexplained circumstances, it raises eyebrows. Pimp C's 2007 death was ruled an accidental overdose, a mix of codeine and complications from sleep apnea. But folks who were close to him have always questioned the official story. DJ Paul from 3 6 Mafia even said Pimp was found in a strange position, like he was praying, and there was blood on the bed, details that don't exactly scream accidental OD. Now with this alleged video resurfacing in the middle of Diddy's federal chaos, people are starting to look back and realize that maybe, just maybe, Pimp C really was trying to expose something bigger. And maybe, someone made sure he couldn't. In short, if this tape is real, it's not just a scandal, it's the tip of the iceberg. Between the whispers of blackmail, secret agendas, and the industry silencing voices that speak too loudly, it's looking less like a wild conspiracy, and more like a playbook. Stay tuned. Because if this video is what people say it is, the entire industry might be about to crack wide open.
He went in there and saw Pimp C body. Pimp C was still in there. He said Pimp C was like he was laying down like he was praying. And but it was blood all over the bed, like he threw it up, but they thought he had been shot in the head. You know, they didn't know what the hell happened because there was blood all over the bed, but he was kneeled down like he had been praying. And the candles had been burnt all the way down. So they knew he had probably been dead for like a day or something because he always lit these candles to help him.
1. Let's talk about Mama Wes, Pimp C's mother, because she's never believed the official story about her son's death. From day one, she's insisted something wasn't right. In her heart, she believes Pimp C didn't die from an accidental overdose, she believes he was poisoned. And according to her, someone else was in that room with him when it all went down. Mama Wes told journalist Julia Beverly that there was a very shady character present the night her son died, someone she saw as a person of interest. She always felt that the coroner's report didn't provide enough solid evidence to back up the overdose story. And she's not alone. A lot of people close to Pimp C have shared the same suspicions. Even Too Short, who was working closely with Pimp C before his death, said the whole situation felt off. He hinted that there may have been a serious cover-up happening behind the scenes. What really has people side-eyeing everything is the timing. Pimp C died just as he was allegedly threatening to expose some explosive secrets about the industry, including that now infamous rumored tape featuring Beyoncé. Yes, that tape. The same one the streets are saying was just leaked by the feds during their raid on Diddy. Here's where it gets even crazier. After Diddy's home was raided by Homeland Security, attorney Ariel Mitchell-Kidd came forward claiming that federal agents had seized tapes featuring a very high-profile female celebrity. Now, longtime fans immediately started connecting the dots because there were rumors years ago that Pimp C had recorded a video involving a top-tier celeb. According to Ariel, She was even contacted by someone who wanted her to help broker the sale of a tape involving one of the most instantly recognizable names in the industry. She said the celebrity in the footage clearly had no idea they were being filmed. Let that sink in. If that tape really is the one tied to Pimp C, and if he was planning to leak it right before his death, then this might be way deeper than anyone thought. With powerful names, mysterious timing, and unshakable suspicions from those closest to him, the conspiracy around Pimp C's death is starting to look a lot more like a cover-up than coincidence.
His mom thinks he was poisoned, and there was someone with him when he passed who was a very shady, strange character. So there is actually a person of interest, according to his mother, that she believed had some.
2. Jaguar Wright backed up those claims, saying there was indeed a tape of Beyoncé in a compromising situation. According to her, Beyoncé was secretly recorded, completely unaware that a camera had even been placed in the room.
Contacted by someone who wanted me to essentially represent them in the sale of one of the Diddy tapes. So, which I declined that because...
Wait a minute, say that again. Say that again, back up. You're saying that there's tapes and they're being shopped?
Yes, there have been people already shopping.
We've heard about the tapes, but
yes.
The shopping thing is...
Yes, there already have been tapes leaking around Hollywood, being shopped around to individuals in Hollywood, but one particular person contacted me to shop a particular video they were in possession of, and to contact the person who was in the video to see if they were interested in purchasing the video before it became a public knowledge.
I've heard this before, so like a catch and kill.
Catch and kill, correct.
Wow, can you, and I guess you can't reveal the person who is on
No,
this
I can't
tape.
explain who the person was, but Mr.
High profile?
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
I've seen stills of the video.
Okay.
So
you can verify
that it exists, that it's real, that the other person in the video is very visible. It's no question if it's that person in the video, and I can tell the video was nature.
Oh my, all right. So we know that he videotaped a lot of activities at his home, did he? And it sounds like there was probably a lot of hidden cameras as well. Is that what is being talked about?
Yes, this was actually in his Atlanta home, at a home he had in Atlanta at one point. And it does seem that the person isn't like looking into the video, so it's, to me, doesn't seem like that person knows they're being videotaped. It doesn't seem like they're active participant in the videotaping, like they're being surreptitious.
Oh, and get this. It looks like Pimp C might have actually attended one of Diddy's infamous freak-offs. In an old video, he described a wild party hosted by a rapper, and the way he told it. Yeah, it was definitely giving freak-off vibes.
Cause the Diddy. Oh! Diddy done turned over tapes. Allegedly, with the Carters, is some freak-off. And the Beyoncé, high on the cocaine, and the tapes had jizz all over.
Into 4. When you add all this up, it's no wonder the streets are convinced that the leaked video from the feds shows Beyoncé and Pimp C. Like, girl, this is insane. But I want to hear from y'all. How do you feel about the rumors that Beyoncé allegedly hooked up with Pimp C back in the day? And how it's now coming back to haunt her? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Then make sure to check out the next video, cause this story is far from over.